Am I the asshole for giving my future mother-in-law 3 days to pay me for a new wedding dress, or else I show the family a photo of her wearing it? So I'm getting married to my fiance soon. I bought my wedding dress weeks ago. His mom, my future mother-in-law, kept pestering me about trying it on, but I firmly refused. I finally shut it down after she offered me $100 to let her try it on.
Oh, she wanted to try it on. She wasn't pestering her to try it on.
The mother-in-law wanted to try on
the wedding dress.
Okay.
Psycho.
Okay. Her reasoning for persisting so much, she says it's because of her love for wedding dresses and her obsession with them.
What?
Fast forward to yesterday, I came home from work early and I found my fiance at home. He freaked out after seeing me and tried to prevent me from going into my room.
Oh my God.
While trying to text somebody on his phone. I opened the door and was shocked to see his mom standing there wearing my dress. I instantly pulled out my phone and took a photo of her in it. She and my fiance freaked out after I told her that she needed to pay me for a new dress in 3 days or else I'll show the whole family the photo. She started crying and then left.
She started crying?
And then left, and my fiance blew up at me saying I can't be serious and that I overreacted.
No.
Because his mom just wanted to try the dress on. No harm done. But I refused to listen to him because in my opinion, the dress should only be worn by the bride and the bride only. Quite frankly, I felt disgusted looking at the dress again. I don't want it anymore. And so I think it's fair that she pays me after she ruined it for me. He yelled at me and told me to wake up and stop treating his mom like that, as if she was an enemy. We had a fight after he failed to get me to back down, and he's been staying with his mom since then. I felt awful, but I spent $3,000 on this dress and worked hard to get it. I can't stand looking at it, but people in my family think I am escalating things and risking my relationship with not only my future mother-in-law, but my fiance as well. Am I the asshole?
Risk it. Call off the wedding. Psycho, do not marry into a psychotic family.
Ew. Why? This is so fucking weird.
What a psycho. And what man allows his mother to try on his fiance's wedding dress?
Who would, because he's like, he has to see the mom wearing it. Or he has to just know, ew, that's so
And if
weird.
she is so concerned about the whole family seeing her in her daughter-in-law's wedding dress, maybe she shouldn't have put it on.
Yeah.
I'm speechless. I'm actually like, I have no words to express how freaking weird this is.
I just can't. Like, I'm picturing my mom asking to put on someone else's wedding dress. Like, it just would absolutely never happen. Like, no normal person wants to put on their daughter's, like, okay, I feel like I wouldn't. I was gonna say, maybe I would get it if your friend was getting married and you're like, I've never been married, like, I've never even touched a wedding dress, let alone put one on, like, can I try on your dress? But I'm like, no, even that is freaking weird.
I had friends that did that once. Like, this one girl got married and then her other friend was, like, at her house. And they were
after?
Like, yeah, after.
Oh, I don't think it's weird.
Like,
I mean, after.
Like, they were like, oh, let's go put her in so-and-so's wedding dress. And I was like, I don't know that I would want to put on someone else's wedding dress.
I mean, I don't think it's that weird after if it's like your best friend and you're like,
I guess maybe.
Oh, cute. Like, let's play dress up. Like, after a wedding, the wedding dress is kind of like, I mean, maybe I've never been married, nor have I ever had a wedding dress. So maybe this is not true. But I kind of feel like after the wedding, it's like you wear the dress once and then what? Like, you put it in a box and like maybe you make it into something else later on. But like, I feel like a lot of people after their wedding, they just lose the dress. Like, how many people
they lose it? Where does it go?
I've heard so many people be like, I have no idea where my wedding dress even is.
Where does it go?
I don't know. I guess it goes in a box like in the basement or the attic or something. I don't know.
My God.
I feel like if after a wedding, if someone asked a bride, like if they were in a good mood and whatever, and they were being friendly and they had a healthy relationship, and somebody said, oh my God, you should try on my wedding dress, or can I try on your wedding dress? And both parties consented and they were both having fun with it. It's like, okay, I've never been in that situation, but maybe people have. It's not my thing, but maybe it's someone else's thing.
I don't know.
But
I've had a lot of friends, family, whatever, get married, and I I've just never felt the desire to put on someone else's wedding dress.
Me neither. No, me neither.
Well, I don't know. Are we the weird ones? Are we like the ones that are all out of sorts here?
I was going to say, what if the groom's future father-in-law started asking the groom if he could try on a suit? But I still feel like that's
or
not
like
even
his wedding band.
Yeah, his wedding. Well, no.
Oh, I have a gold wedding band. You have titanium. Like, you mind if I try yours on so I can see how it looks?
Oh, wait. Oh, my God. I think I'm being hypocritical.
Because you've tried on people's engagement rings.
Literally every time someone gets engaged, I'm like, can I try on your engagement
I've never
ring?
asked because I think it's so weird and I will never let anyone else try on my engagement ring.
Oh, everyone I've asked is like, yeah, here. And hands it
I
right
know
over to me.
you've tried on my friends' engagement
I
rings.
know. Because they're so pretty and I just want to look at them.
Yeah, no, I've never asked. I'm like, no, that's like someone's special thing.
I guess. But if they're like taking it off, showing it anyway.
Why? They don't, no, they're not normally taking it off to show
I've seen
it.
people take off their wedding ring and like look at the detail on it.
I've not seen that. I normally just see them like hold their hand up and like.
I guess
you know
that's
what?
like
I don't
if
know.
you're
I don't
showing
have a
someone
wedding
like
ring.
briefly and you're like, here.
No, I feel like normally people just like put their hand out and then everyone like holds their hand and they're like, oh, cute.
Okay. You know, maybe I'm weird for doing that, but in the settings that I've done it, other people have done it too. It was like a group setting. I'm thinking of a specific person.
Who?
I'm not going to say. I don't know. Okay, maybe that's weird. But if I got a wedding ring and somebody asked me to put it on.
I got a wedding ring.
If one day someone proposes to me and one of my friends was like, oh, can I try it on? I wouldn't find it weird. So maybe I wouldn't find it weird if someone would. Okay, you guys, I think I'm being a hypocrite.
Yeah.
Because I think it's. Okay, wait. I think I've made up my mind. I think it's weird because the mother-in-law asked to put it on. No, I feel like jewelry is different. I think jewelry is different than an entire dress that's like custom made for you. I guess a ring is custom made for you. I don't know. For some reason it's different in my mind.
I guess because the wedding dress is supposed to be a secret, a surprise. No one's supposed to see it before the wedding.
Yeah. And
I don't know.
Okay, and maybe like if this girl didn't give a shit and her mother-in-law was like, "Oh, can I try on your dress?" and she was like, "Yeah, sure." Different. I think the real problem is that the mother-in-law won't stop asking and basically forcing her way into this dress even when she doesn't have consent from the owner of the dress.
No. But what kind of creep is the son that he was like, yeah, mom, she's not home. Go sneak up to the bedroom and I'll text you when she comes in and you'll put the dress away really quick. Like, that man's is weird.
Oh, yeah, definitely. No, I agree.
Freak.
There's so many things that are weird about this, but I'm just trying to do some self-reflection and figure out if I'm a hypocrite, because I might be. But something in my mind is just, I feel like almost like a dress is more intimate than a piece of jewelry.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe it's just because I don't really put that much weight into a ring. Like, we've talked about this before. It's like,
you don't put that much weight into a ring, yet you talk all the time about how
I'm saying like a ring to me just like is a piece of jewelry that you just get.
Yeah.
And like, yes, it means something, but it doesn't like represent a marriage, nor does a dress though. I don't know. I think I'm being hypocritical, but for some reason they're different in my mind and I don't know why. But I do think this is fucking weird. But if the mother-in-law was like, oh my God, your ring, like, can I see it? Can I try it on? I'd be like, yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
But
I guess, I don't know.
Why is that?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I guess, yeah, I do think it, I mean, I think it's weird. I don't know. I don't even think it's weird. Just like, I've never asked someone to try on their wedding ring or their engagement ring, just because to me that's like special. I don't know. Like, I was at one of my friend's engagements and the groom's mom had the ring with her before the bride got there. And someone was like, oh, should we see the ring? And then we were all like, no, like, we shouldn't see it before she sees it.
Yeah.
Because we were like, oh, it's like a special thing. And then like after that, people would be like, oh, can I try on your ring? And I'm like, no, it's a special thing. Like, I don't want to try it on. So I still feel that way about the rings. Like, you might not think it's a special thing, but I'm not going to ask you to try on your ring type of thing. But I just think the dress thing is weird. I think A, because it's your mother-in-law. B, because it's like a wedding dress is supposed to, like, in a way, it's a secret. Like, people don't normally show their wedding dresses to people ahead of time.
Yeah.
And C, it's just freaking fricked that she went over their house when she wasn't home and the son, like, literally allowed her to go up to their bedroom and, like, put it on. and then try to like protect her and then say, you can't show anyone in the family that picture of my mother in your wedding dress before the wedding. That's weird. But it's not weird that I allowed my mother to go up there and try on your wedding dress.
No, they know that it's weird. That's why they're embarrassed of the photo. They know it's weird and they know it's wrong and they know they're being shady, or else they would be like, oh yeah, show everyone. Nothing about this is odd or weird or strange or negative.
No, okay, I think you get what you deserve. If you didn't want that to get out, you shouldn't have done it.
I agree. Okay, I think maybe I'm getting closer to why I don't think it's as weird. One, because when you look at a piece of jewelry, it's like, oh, are you going to just hold it in your hand, or are you going to put it on your finger and like look at it from all sides? Another thing is, I'm a wedding photographer, so every single weekend I go and I pick up somebody else's ring, and when I'm like transporting it from like the makeup chair to where I'm photographing all of the details, I put it on my finger because that's the safest place for it.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to drop it. I'm not going to lose it. It's going to remain there until I take it off and then like carry and put it back on.
Are you sure about that? Because one time Kelly asked one of my best friends if she could try on her Cartier love ring, and then literally within like 30 seconds walking down the street, it just like flew off her finger.
Okay, we were drunk and...
Not that drunk, because I remember it.
I remember it too. No, we were drunk, we were walking, and it was dark. We were on the move.
Even better.
And she didn't care. We were literally having a full conversation about love rings and whatever, and I was like, should I get one? Like, I don't know. And maybe I did ask first, but maybe she offered. I don't remember because I was drinking. But okay, I don't know. I don't think the ring thing is weird, also because to put on a ring, it takes like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
But to put on a dress, it's an entire ordeal. Like, you have to go into a private setting, take off all your clothes, take the wedding dress out of the bag, and most wedding dresses come wrapped in cardboard, or there's cardboard and paper inside so that they hold their form. They're in a plastic bag to keep them clean leading up to the wedding. So did she take it out of all of this stuff, put it on her naked body, and then she was gonna take it off, put all the stuff back inside, or was she gonna do that? Did she care enough to do that? I don't know. $3,000 is fucking expensive for a dress. So I'm gonna guess that it was stuffed with all the stuff to keep the form, and it was wrapped in the plastic, and it had like 14 straps attaching it to the hanger. I don't know. I just think it's a lot more of a process to take a wedding dress off of the hanger that it came from like the factory in. Or I guess maybe it's not a factory, maybe it's handmade, whatever. But the original packaging is a lot more intense than just being like, can I try on the piece of jewelry that you're already holding in your hand anyway? Guys, maybe I'm wrong. But I do know this. If I ever asked someone to try something on and they said no, I'd be like, okay. And I'd shut my fucking mouth.
You wouldn't offer them $100?
No, maybe. Depending on how pretty the ring was.
$100 to try something on that someone is literally telling you absolutely not.
That
and
is
then you just
so
shadily
bizarre.
do it for free.
She's bargaining with her. She's like, can I try it on for free? No. $100? What is $100?
That just reminded me of this Instagram reel. Fun fact for everyone out there. I don't have TikTok. I watch everything, whatever it is, 3 weeks later on Instagram reels. So if you're ever bored and you just like need someone to share dog videos with, please send them to me. I love a dog video. But someone sent me a dog video and I was watching it, and it was just like a guy having a conversation with his dog, and he was telling the dog to sit, and the dog was like, no, like, you said you weren't going to raise me the way your parents raised you and be so demanding and tell me to sit because you said so. And so the dog was like bargaining with the owner, and he was like, I'll sit for 3 treats, and the guy was like 2, and the dog was like 3, and the guy was like 1, and he was like, the dog was like, okay, fine, and like half sits down and then jumps back up and he goes, wait, 2. And I just like,
I'm so confused.
I love dog videos. It was like the thoughts of the dog as to why he wouldn't sit when the owner said sit.
Okay.
And the dog was like saying like, oh, I'll do it for 3 treats, and the owner was like 2, and the dog was like 3, and the owner was like, fine, 1.
I get that it was going back and forth.
Well, so I was just thinking that the dog is like this woman.
Right. The mother-in-law is like a dog,
and she's like, for $100, and she's like, no, and she's like, just like,
okay,
does it anyway.
I get it.
Okay, anyway. My mind is on these Instagram animals right now.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so moving past the weirdness of like the difference between a ring and a dress, which, you know what, maybe I'm wrong, and I will accept it if I'm wrong. But anyway, on to the second level of weirdness, which is this mom was so desperate that she's offering to pay her, which is like, if you're going to pay $100 to try on a dress, why don't you just go to a bridal salon?
I was going to say that when you read the story.
Yeah.
Like when you read the line that was like, because she's so obsessed and just loves wedding dresses, go to the bridal salon.
Yeah, like there's a reason why she wants to try on her daughter-in-law's dress. Is it because she's in love with her son?
Oh,
Is it because she's jealous of the daughter or the daughter-in-law?
I don't know. Like if I was that obsessed with a dress that someone bought, I would just go to the store and try it on.
Yeah.
Even if it's the same dress. It's less weird to go to the salon and try it on than to sneak into your kid's bedroom and sneak it on.
I mean, it's bizarre regardless, but yes, if you are really that desperate, do your thing where nobody can see you, you know? Sneak into a bridal salon, don't tell anyone where you're going, try on the dress for your own weird, guilty pleasure, and never speak of it again. It's just fucking weird that she like manipulated. And then what was she telling the son? Oh, so your fiance, she told me to my face, please do not try on my wedding dress. It's the one thing that means something to me. And I really want to try it on still. So will you let me into your personal bedroom so I can sneak into her closet, take it out of the wrapping, try it on, and you can guard the door just to make sure she doesn't come in and find out? And then the guy said, yes? Come again? Sorry. What the fuck?
It is really strange. Like I said before, I genuinely don't have the words to put my thoughts out there as to how bizarre I think this is.
Yes.
I just can't fathom it. Like, literally, if this happened, I would look my fiance in the eye and be like, what the frick is going on in your family? And do I want parts of this? Yes or no?
Yeah, he needs to be there for his partner. And that first should have come in him saying no to the mom. But you know what? Let's say that the mom lied to him. Let's say that he is a good person and the mom, his own mother, came to him and said, hey, son, your fiance, she told me I could try on her dress, but she just didn't want to be there, or she said she wasn't going to be home at this time. No, she didn't, though, because the guy was keeping watch.
Yeah.
But I was going to give the son, the future husband, the benefit of the doubt for the second and say maybe the mom lied to him and was like, oh, she said I could come over Tuesday at 4:00 when she's at the store and just try it on because she's busy or something like that. And then he was like, oh, okay, sure. Maybe he's not a bad guy. But no, he knew he was doing something wrong because he stood outside the door and he tried to keep her from going in because he knew that
he frantically was texting someone when she walked in the house.
Yeah. He knew that she did not want the mom wearing the dress.
They are all in cahoots. It's bizarre. It's weird. Call out your fiance. Call out your mother-in-law. Call out the extended family.
He chose his mom again. They
always choose their mom.
When he... Not always. The bad ones do. The manipulated ones do.
Let's not be hypocritical here, because I'll always choose my mom over anyone else. But boys, don't choose your mom.
It just is bizarre. It's bizarre and disturbing.
It's bizarre in these scenarios.
And if I get engaged ever and someone wants to try on my wedding ring, you can.
If I get engaged ever and your mother asks me to try on my wedding ring and then does it in secrecy because I said no, the wedding is off. Okay? Think about that before you sneak your mother into my bedroom. All right?
Sneak your mother into my bedroom. It's creepy.
It's creepy and it's weird.
Okay. Wow, I'm really going to rethink all of my actions now.
I'm going to rethink all of my thoughts.
There was an update on that one. She said, my fiance called and offered to pay for the dress himself so we can end the conflict.
No,
that's not the point.
No, and that's still coming out of your money at the end of the day.
Exactly. He wants me to hand him my phone so he can delete the photo, swear that I don't have any copies to use against his mom later.
No.
Swear to
Email
him?
it to yourself, text it to yourself, call it to yourself, FaceTime it to yourself, make copies, put it on a flash drive, and mail it to a secret, what's it called? A lockbox at the bank.
Yeah.
Put it in one of those.
It annoys me that he's like, swear to me that you don't have any copies.
No,
and
swear to me that your mother's not a psycho.
Yeah, swear to me that you'll have my back when I try to ask something of my mother-in-law.
Swear to me that you'll set that dress on fire and get her to pay for the new one.
Yeah. What is this swear to me?
Swear to me.
No. Swear to me that you'll stand up for me and pick me, your partner, over your mom when she's being psycho. No. I'm not swearing anything to you. apologize to his mom. Oh, he wants her to apologize to the mom.
Her to apologize?
Please.
Please.
And lastly, he asked that I quit his family group chat and log out of Facebook for at least a month. He's literally saying, can you just like not read your phone and not look at my mom's Facebook post for the next month because she's gonna be talking shit about you and I don't want you to see it after you apologize to her.
Oh.
Call it off. Thank you. Thank
wedding.
you to the universe for showing us now.
We are not going to the chapel and we are not gonna get married.
But I think before you break up with him, accept his terms and conditions and say, fine, Venmo me $3,000 and I'll do the rest of the things. When it's in your Venmo, in your bank account, and it's already been transferred and you got your money back, then call it off.
Yes, facts. And then give all your classified information to a Nigerian prince who will send you all the money you want through a wire transfer. That's what I see the people on the TVs do.
Only good advice here. Okay, moving on. I could talk about that story for like 25 more minutes.
I'm shook. What is the top comment?
The top comment, not the asshole. Quote, he yelled at me and told me to wake up and stop treating his mom like that. This is concerning. Wake up to what? That he's always going to take her side? What about how she treated you when she violated a very simple boundary of not freaking wearing your dress? It's insane that not only did she asked repeatedly. I agree.
Thank you.
Why would you marry someone who went against your wishes like this and then treated you like the villain for being upset your boundaries were crossed?
Thank you.
Oh.